Are we, in your judgment, in a moment in which the world order is going to change?
Yes, we're changing the world order. Okay, in 1945, we started the New World Order. What I mean is, throughout history, there's a fight for control because there's no world court.